What's going on, folks? OBJ the Don coming at you with a quick video. This will be a quick video, folks, as quick as possible. I'm going to try to get this over with as quick as possible. Y'all thought I wasn't going to do no video this week. Well, technically, it is. I did go a week without, technically, if you want to get technical. But nevertheless, I'm here. You know what I mean? I want to thank everybody who's been rocking with me, rocking out with me on this channel. Been patient with me. I know I don't upload very often, but I try to at least upload a video every week. You know what I mean? And I want to give thanks to you all who, when you come to my videos, you usually leave a like or dislike or whatever. I'm surprised that I don't get a lot more dislikes, on certain subjects that I have, but it's amazing to me, the amount of likes and stuff I get without even really making it a point. I know I probably tell y'all, like, comment, and subscribe at the end, but, you'd be amazed at a lot of YouTubers that ask for that and they really don't get those likes. And I tend to get at least over 100 likes, and that I'm definitely grateful for that. You know what I mean? That lets me know that people like what I have to say, or they appreciate me sharing my input, and I appreciate y'all listening. So I just want to put that out there. Also, I'm going to try to start leaving my my gamer tags in the description. You know what I mean? A lot of y'all ask me my gamer tag, and y'all leave y'all gamer tags in the comments, and by the time I get around to actually trying to add people or whatever, I lose track of your comments and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I try to answer everybody and whatnot, but I may not be here where my PlayStation is at that moment. So I think it's better for me to just leave them in the description, and that way y'all can send me a friend request. And, just put a little something in there, you're a subscriber or whatever, you know what I mean? Just let me know who you is, because I get a lot of friend requests from random people, and I don't be knowing who the hell they are, you know what I mean? Most of the times, if I'm playing a single player game or whatever, I'm not really getting in no party or whatever, but if we on some multiplayer or whatever, then, we can get busy or whatever. But anyway, there's a couple of things I want to talk about today, but all while I unbox this right here, which is Persona 5, the steelbook edition. This will be my first Persona game. Every time I've looked at a Persona game, I'd be wondering what the hell is going on. I don't know, but I know it's got some bomb reviews out there, and I promised somebody I would take a stab at it and try it out. I'm willing to expand my horizons. It just looks a little freakadelic. It looks a little crazy, but I heard it's very good. It's a bit grindy. I do like grinding and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens. Anyway, I want to talk about the Xbox refund policy. Now, I know I give Xbox a lot of flack on this channel when it comes to my gaming taste and stuff like that, and things that I think that Xbox needs to do as far as bringing the games. Now, there's also things that Xbox does that are to be commended. You know what I mean? So first, we're gonna look at the front of the cover art. You got your Persona 5 logo over there. You know what I mean? A cat at the bottom. I think that's Morgana, and the kids and whatnot, you know what I mean? And then on the side you got Persona 5, and on the back you have more artwork. Very nice artwork. The red and black, I liked how the red and black accents, you know what I'm saying? It looks very good, very dope, you know what I mean? And that's pretty much it. So, I know I give Xbox a little bit of flack, when it comes to bringing me the games, but they also do some good things. So the good things, one of the good things that they are just starting to implement is the actual refunding of digital games. I believe it's you can refund it after, is it before 2 hours or something like that? 2 hours or 14 days. You know what I'm saying? 2 hours or 14 days, something like that. Pretty much something like Steam does. Now, I don't know whether Steam does it a little longer, gives you a little bit longer or whatever. But that's a very good feature. You know what I mean? No matter who you are, you can't put a negative spin on that shit right there. You know what I mean? Now, I don't think I would actually ever use that because, I pretty much research my games, in and out by the time I actually commit to purchasing one. But, it is good to have for those who, hey, you never know. The game might be broken. You never know what kind of situation it is. It's good to have. Just like they have the, backwards compatibility. We give them a lot of flack for the, playing the old games, just like they just added Black Ops 2 or whatever. I don't know, but, it's good to have the feature. It's good to have the feature. I wouldn't use it, but it's good to have the feature. You see what I'm saying? So, does Sony and Nintendo need to get with the program? And I think, yes, they do need to get with the damn program. Allow this feature on their systems. Now, I think Sony will actually do it, but I wouldn't be so sure about Nintendo. Nintendo be on their own thing. You know what I mean? I still can't even send messages around this mug. And you know what I mean? I can't even send messages on the damn system. I don't understand that. So Nintendo, they dance to the beat of their own drum. I don't know. I think if they do instill this policy, it'll be sometime way down the line. I think Sony will jump at it first. I'll be surprised if Nintendo jumps at it first. You know what I mean? But yeah, it comes in this little sleeve case right here. I've already showed y'all the front and the back. And this is the steelbook. This is the front. Dope. Very dope artwork. Very dope artwork here. I like this. I like this. And the back. Very nice artwork. Very nice artwork. The side, well, the back of the binder of it or whatever. You know what I mean? Now, the I don't know whether it's the print of the artwork or what it is, but this feels more plasticky than like this actual steelbook here with the Horizon. It got a different feel. Now the Horizon print, I don't know. Maybe it's just the paint. Maybe it's the paint. That's probably what it is. It's probably the paint. It's probably the paint. You know what I mean? But the artwork is fantastic on it. Once again, artwork is fantastic. Inside, let me make sure it ain't no code in here. There's no code, but that's the disc. Let me take the disc out. This is the disc. And let me take this paper out. And that is the inside, the artwork that's inside of it. Very nice artwork. They did a fantastic job on the artwork. So, I'll probably get us to go starting tomorrow night because I'm tired as hell tonight. Just getting in from work. And we'll see what happens, man. You know what I'm saying? If I think it's garbage, I'm going to say it's garbage. But I doubt that. I got a funny feeling I'm gonna enjoy it. You know what I mean? So yes, we have to give Microsoft a very good pat on the back for that. You know what I mean? Actually instilling that the game refunds for digital games. You know what I mean? They just kicked it off. Sony and Nintendo need to follow. I'm pretty sure Sony will follow. I don't know about Nintendo. Yeah, I don't know. They be on their own stuff. You know what I mean? But another thing I wanted to talk to y'all about real quick is a topic that I had been on my mind for quite a while. It had been on my mind for quite a while, and I just didn't know when I was gonna make the video. You know what I mean? I just never got around to it. But I was watching the Real Gamer 27, their podcast, the other night, and they actually touched on it. You know, somebody presented them with a question about it, and that's a very good podcast. Very good dude, Real Gamer 27. You should check him out sometime if you like his content, subscribe, things of that nature. But they were talking about the fact of, well, they brought it up as far as talking about our exclusives, or the fact that consoles have exclusive games that you can only get on them. Are they anti-consumer? A lot of, and I noticed that this argument usually comes from PC gamers. You know, it's usually brought up by PC gamers. And yeah, I know. Hey, look, to me, PC gamers, y'all always want it all. You know what I mean? Hey, look, I can understand. I can understand you want it all. I can understand you want it all. I would want it all too. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that. But I think that sometimes when they bring up this argument, it seems like basically they mistake business for being anti-consumer. Since the beginning of consoles, exclusives have existed. You see what I'm saying? Exclusive games that you can only get on said system. You see what I'm saying? To me, exclusives are the very identity of consoles themselves. They are definitely the reason I buy consoles. Now, your average casual out there, yeah, there are many other factors that will, you know, feed into their reasoning for buying a console. It may be the price, maybe where their friends are going to play, maybe the controller, you know, you like the controller better or whatever, you know. There are several factors, you know, that basically, you know, is involved with their decision making, you know. But for me, it has always been about the exclusive games, you know what I mean? And the exclusive games are the very identity of a console. Just imagine, like, if you, let's say, if I wanted a Checkers burger, and, you know, for y'all who don't know, I'm pretty sure all y'all know what a Checkers burger is. You know what I mean? From Checkers, you know, a fast food place called Checkers or whatever. I think their cousin is probably Rally's or whatever. I don't know. Depending on where you are, it might be Checkers or Rally's or whatever. Just say I wanted a Checkers burger, okay? And a Checkers restaurant is basically probably about 10 miles away from me or whatever. But about 1 mile away from me, I got a McDonald's. Okay, now, if the McDonald's down the street offered a Checkers burger, you know what I mean? And they offered, you know, a Big Mac. And they offered, not Big Mac, but they offered a Whopper, you know, like a Burger King Whopper. And they offered a Wendy's Baconator. If they offered the same things that all the other fast food restaurants around offered, then why the hell would I go 10 miles and go to goddamn Checkers? Excuse my French. But yeah, why would I go to Checkers if I could just go to McDonald's and get the same damn sandwich? You see what I'm saying? That's business. Those restaurants have to have their own menu, their own select things that they offer that nobody else offers. You see what I'm saying? In order to get customers in the door for their certain products. You see? That's just business. That's business. In any walk of life, you can apply that. You know what I mean? So when it comes to a hardware company or electronics company selling hardware, they have to, and they have competitors who sell similar hardware. Basically, all three of these companies sell the game consoles that they create, provide us with the opportunity to play what? Games, right? So all three consoles provide us with the opportunity to play games, okay? Usually the multiplats, they get they go to all systems. Now I'm hoping more multiplats get to my Switch. I'm hoping, you know what I mean? But we know the multiplats, the third party, it goes to all systems, okay? So if all three consoles have the same games, what is the reason to pick a particular one? That is basic business. You have to have something to differentiate yourself from the competition. So there is where the exclusive games come into play. You know what I mean? I could not play, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, my memory is a little shoddy now, but I could have swore I never played Mario on my Sega Genesis. I never played Mario or Zelda on my Sega Genesis. If I remember correctly, I never ever played Mario or Zelda on my Sega Genesis. You know what I'm saying? There was a reason that you had to buy a Nintendo. You see what I'm saying? Just like there were reasons that you had to buy a Sega Genesis. You see what I'm saying? It's always been this way. So could you even imagine if all three companies basically had all the same games on their platforms? What would be the reason to even have three companies? You could just have one. You know, it wouldn't make any sense to have three. What would be the point? I don't even know what you would go to. What you gonna go to the controller? Do you like the controller better? I tell you one thing. You wouldn't be seeing these 100,000 consoles sold. Nothing like that. It wouldn't be nothing like that. And a lot of people would actually convert to PC. I did, yeah. You can think that. You'll say, oh, I'll always stay on console. But if that stuff happened, if the same games was on everything, you would eventually convert to PC. Most of y'all would eventually convert to PC. You would be like, you know, I might as well just be on PC. You know what I mean? And I think that's really what PC players probably ultimately want. But really, PC players, they just want all the games, man. But it's these companies' jobs. It's Microsoft's job. It's Sony's job. You know, Nintendo's job to provide you with a reason to buy their hardware. They don't want you on a PC, or they don't want you. Nintendo don't want you on the Xbox. They want you on the Nintendo. You know what I mean? They don't want you on a PlayStation. They want you on the Nintendo. PlayStation don't want you on the Xbox. You know what I mean? They want you on a PlayStation. Same thing with Xbox. They don't want you on a PlayStation. They want you on the Xbox. I mean, all three of these companies compete for our dollar. And they invest in studios. You know what I mean? They invest in these studios. They provide these studios with the funding. You know what I mean? To present and actually take full advantage of the hardware to create something beautiful, an experience that can only be experienced on their console. You know what I mean? Bottom line, even with Microsoft's games on PC or whatever, you know, if you don't want to get a PC, if you're not a PC player, you want a console or whatever, you don't want to get, and you want to play Forza or Gears, you're going to have to buy an Xbox One if you don't want a PC to play that. You know what I mean? With PlayStation, you want to play Uncharted, God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn, Spider-Man, all of that, you're going to have to buy a PS4. You just have to break down and do it, folks. These companies have to sell their product. Now, when it comes to third-party deals or whatever, third-party, if they're locking down third-party games like that, I can see your reasoning with that. I can see your reasoning. Games that would usually be multi-plat, that's one thing. You know what I mean? I can see that being anti-consumer. You know, I still understand the business aspect of that. But yes, that's not really doing much for the consumer. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it is business. You know what I mean? But I can see that argument. But for these companies who hire these studios and provide the funding, they are trying to get an edge on their competition. They are competing for a dollar. So do you really think that that is being anti-consumer? I don't see that. In a world with all three of these companies providing us with consoles that play all the same type of, give us all the same type of experience, that will be a dull one. And that would be no reason to have three companies around. And it would be really no reason to own a damn console. At that point, that would be where, like years ago when they were saying consoles are dying out, that would be where, when consoles die out. If all the same games were on the same, you know, all three consoles. That would be when they die out, and then we would be actually playing, I guess, a streaming device or whatever. That's when that would come. But I do not see that as anti-consumer. That's my opinion. You know, don't kill the messenger or nothing. That's just the way I feel. I want to get y'all's feedback. You know what I mean? And let me know, do y'all think exclusive games are anti-consumer? You know what I mean? Let me know in the comments section. And well, I went a little far, but that's pretty much all I got for y'all today. You know what I mean? And thank you to everyone rocking out with me through hanging out with me this long, you know, on this channel. And I truly do appreciate y'all. And until next time, folks, OBJ the Don signing off.